Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon or evening or wherever you currently are. Today we are going to fly the Captain's 777 from New York to Chicago on IVAO network. It's actually my second flight with it. I tried it out this afternoon on a short hop, and I will now do the next short hop from New York to Chicago. And yeah, let's jump into the aircraft and let's see what awaits us. Oh, yeah, maybe I should jump into the cockpit. There we are. And first of all, let us have a look if everything looks right. It does look right. Great. There are also very nice interior views. Here, have a look on the inside, on the cabin, on the wing. That looks amazing. Here's the cabin, business class, premium class, and I just love the aircraft. The model, let's say I love the model, because the interior or the system is, well, not that good. Let's say it like this. Okay, we are first of all starting up the IVAO network. I forgot that. And whoops, where is it? There it is. And then I'm going to connect. Okay, route's captured. Yeah, I have the overlay. That's also great. And yeah, then we can start to set up the aircraft. So turn on the generators already. They have no power yet, but we can turn them on already. Turn on the seatbelt signs, nav and logo lights, and also the, well, we don't need the bleed air right now. We can first start, or actually we can start them already. So let us have a look into the FMC. See, there's an update already. I used the Salty mod, so it's changed the model from this standard 747 into the 777-300. Also the IREC is active and actual. So let's start with JFK. Or actually we can also use this one. Should be the correct one. No. And we continue on the route. JFK to Chicago. Let me see which runway we have for departure. 04 left. Okay, so 04 left for departure. Okay, we cannot enter that here. Then the flight number, which is AA1592. Okay, at least we can enter that. And we can send a request to SimBrief. Route 1 uplink ready. We can load that, and then it deletes our destination again. Not bad. Oh, okay, there it is. Runway is wrong, so let's try to enter it like this. Okay, that's not working. But, well, we can change that later. So activate and execute first. Perf init. So, now we gonna have a look at the SimBrief flight plan, and we should have a block fuel of 20 tons. So we will put that in. 20 tons. means 10 tons per tank. Yeah, let's leave it, or maybe... Oh. Can I... Huh? Why can I not enter a number here? Okay. Then we will do it like this. Leave it like this, that's okay. So we have 20,300 kilograms, 20.3. We are flying a cost index today of 172 actually. 172. And we have reserves. Oh, actually I have to transfer the 20,300 kilogram in LBS. 44.7, 44.9, so let's change this. Whoops. Dang it. Zero fuel weight is 167,879. Was that correct? I cannot remember. 167,829. 829. 36. Zero fuel weight is 307, and this is 44.7 fuel. Okay. Okay, that's not even possible. Great. Okay. Reserves. We have 152336 37 563. We have 63 6,300, actually 6,500 kilograms, 14.3. 14.3. Oh no. Well, reserves, it's 4.8 saying, but actually that's wrong, I think, because 4.8 would be alternate versus final reserve, and that's kilograms. So we have to enter 14.3. Reject. I don't want to have it. So 14.3. That's correct now. Okay. What else is he changing? Minus 37, 11%. No, okay, we can reject that. Yeah, it's changing it into kilograms, and that's not right. Takeoff. Flaps. Actually, we take flaps 10 today. Okay, that's not possible, so let's take flaps 5. V1, VR, V2. Departure. We will have runway 04 left. Okay, let's wait for that for the clearance, and we will now remark attention all aircraft 5 Golf and reported in the area of Lima. Attention all aircraft 5G. No term in effect for JFK for further info contact FSS. Bird activity. Number of cranes operating at JFK. General aviation helipad closed. Okay, so there is nothing specific. We can switch over to tower on 119 decimal 1. 119 decimal. I should have turned it up, but yeah. 119 decimal. One. Tune that in. And we have, I think it's information Bravo, yeah. Want to have an outside look? Wow, it's amazing. Kennedy Tower, very good afternoon, sir. This is American 1592 Heavy. Information Bravo is on board. Requesting IVAO clearance to Chicago. Well.
Hello, sir. I think the controller have a problem with his microphone.
Roger, thanks for the information.
No problem.
I'm just writing on the frequency now if he can hear us or if we stick to text. Because I'm not sure what like if he can read us or if he can, like, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. IVAO VAPI KJFK Tower. Well, in that case, I think I don't get any reply, so we'll just try to write him in chat. Let's see if he's replying there or if he might be sandbagging. That means that he's not online. I mean, he is online, but he's not at his computer, so he doesn't get any aircrafts. And he's also not replying via chat, so I guess he's not there, actually. Okay, so in that case, I will just check the charts and look for a good departure out of runway 04 left. I'm not even sure if runway 04 left should be opened then, because it might be that his ADIS is also old. Let's see. The wind is 140 at 4. Yeah, so basically that would be okay to open 04 left. I think we're going to fly the Kennedy 5 departure, and then maybe these transition. 04 left, so we're going to fly these transition. Or actually we could fly the D5 departure then, couldn't we? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Score 4. Kennedy 5 departure. Therefore climb right, turn heading 099. And then there is no D's departure. Radar vectors to Sparta, actually. Kennedy Tower for American 1592. Well, okay. In that case, I will continue looking. So these 5 are not departure. If I go to these 5 are not departure, that makes absolutely no sense, actually. Climb heading turn right. The river is assigned by ADC. Well, okay, let's go for the Kennedy 5 departure. Kennedy 5 departure. And then radar vectors. That's fine. Takeoff is set. And then we gonna start the APU. Can start the pushback Kennedy Tower for American 1592. Okay, initial climb is 5,000. We're waiting the
Okay, sir, the bypass pin is installed.
Hey,
All doors and hatches closed.
the
All
APU is
ground
running.
equipment is removed.
You can see that here.
Parking brakes are set. You may lift. Parking brakes set.
Disconnect external power. Turn on the fuel pumps. Center tank is empty, so we don't need the center tank packs. Center tank pumps. We turn on the beacon lights, so the ground personnel knows that we gonna start soon. Kennedy Tower for American 1592. And the pushback truck is going to lift us now. And then we can start the and push back. Let me check how I have to push. Okay.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We are cleared for start and push. Parking brakes set. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Just writing a message.
Please release parking brake. Please release parking brake. Please release parking brake. Please release parking brake. Please release parking
Yeah, I'm going to release. Okay. I'm just writing a message, man.
brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. Yeah, we'll start in the sequence.
And we can now start the engine.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Parking brakes set. Parking brakes set. Lowering aircraft. Ground, you may disconnect. Okay, sir, cleared to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the site. Have a good flight. Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Pushback can be disconnected. Start engine number 2. Sorry, I'm just getting messages here. I cannot turn this sound off, I think. So I'm sorry about that if you hear that. Okay, so engine number 2 is running, engine number 1 is also running. And we can switch. And all stations, American 1592 is starting to taxi to runway 04 left. So we were setting the altitude here. We set the indicated airspeed to 250. And we will turn on the taxi lights. We will turn on the transponder mode. Where is it? There you are. And parking brake released. We check the flight controls while we are taxiing. So start a taxi, rudder full right, full left, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, and neutral. So I cannot remember if Alpha is clockwise and Bravo counterclockwise, or if it's different. So actually I'm going to get to join the Bravo, I think. Or should we join Alpha? Oh, well, you go Bravo. At least the lights are on, so I can see the taxiway here. So we hear the safety instructions. They're coming from the ACAR system. Yeah, because I'm flying for American Airlines Virtual. It's a new virtual airline. And
Airport from Hotel Bravo, Mike Fox Alpha, good morning.
there's another aircraft reporting, but actually, yeah, you won't get any answer. We are on the Bravo, still taxiing down to runway 04 left. And there is another message.
Kennedy Airport, Airbus 320 on parking free for a flight to Halifax. Information Bravo, request aircraft startup, Hotel Fox Alpha.
Last aircraft calling, this is American 1592. Just for information, the tower was not on his position. He got disconnected at the moment. So we can continue on Unicom.
Okay, understand. We continue to Unicom. Thank you very much and good evening.
Thank you, good evening. So we're setting the flaps for departure, flaps 5. You can see the flaps going down. The flaps 5. We are fairly light today, just fuel. How much fuel do we have? 14%, so that's fairly light. So we don't need flaps 15. Even though the runway condition is wet, but I think that should still be okay. Nope. Switch that off. Let's see the engines, and we are joining Kilo to the right, which is the last taxiway, and then we are going to 4 left. So let's turn on the strobe lights that other aircrafts can see us. And we're going now right here onto Kilo. And we continue on Kilo. Long taxiways here. So after the departure, we actually have to Let's see. The sit requires or runway standard. Takeoff obstacle. Okay. Climb right. Turn heading 099. So I will tune that in 099. Zero nine nine. Auto brakes set to RTO. And we are ready for departure. Landing lights on, runway turn-off lights on, and wing lights on. And we are here on runway 4. This aircraft is amazing. The model is so great. I love it. And we are on the runway now. I will just write a message to Unicom that we gonna depart now. And JFK traffic. Boeing 777 depart runway 04 left. JFK 5 departure. And then we turn back the auto brakes to RTO. Lights are on. APU can be switched off. Window heat on. And there we go. Thrust 50% and take off. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Flaps up. Autopilot. And I'm just wondering why I have this ATC at the moment. And why the speed is reduced. Okay, let's turn in. I don't know why I have this here. And now on 5,000 crossed. Well, this aircraft sometimes is a little bit strange. Like this, and then. Oh dear, why is this 122.8 switch that as well? Why do I have this? I cannot. Lex, go direct Coty. Execute. Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Gabrielle, for subscribing. Thank you. Okay, I turn in. I don't know. Okay. I think I got it. I hope I got it. Okay, sometimes this aircraft is a little bit weird. It was reducing the speed and then it was accelerating again, and well, I'm not quite sure what was happening there. But well, we are in the air. Flaps are up. Everything is on and running up here. Actually, we can turn on the anti-ice on auto at least. Wing anti-ice auto as well. And we are right now passing flight level 110, so we can turn off the landing lights and taxi lights and all the other lights as well. I'm going to wait with the seat belts until we pass the clouds. But we can speed up now. And I encountered another problem this afternoon. So if I click VNav, I cannot go back to speed mode. That's a little bit strange because in the especially in the final, if I want to have a lower speed than it is set by VNav, then yeah, it's not possible to do that, or at least I didn't find out how. We turn on the weather radar. Yep, and the traffic. And isn't this amazing? New York down here. And all the clouds. Okay, the cloud details could be way better, but well, yeah. Okay, well actually there is a mod on flightsim.to. I just downloaded it and I think I put it in the community folder and nothing more, I think, if I remember correctly. So that was quite easy. Flight level 400 is our final flight level today. Wow, isn't this great? So I think the clouds look sometimes really like, yeah, pixeled. I don't know why it is. So I hope this is gonna be updated very soon, because I think the clouds were better before Sim update, I don't know, 5, I think. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, did you download the correct one? Like the correct files? Because I think there are two different ones for the 777-200 and the 777-300. I will have a look, Gabo, if I'm on the ground at Chicago, or maybe if I'm back in New York, if I can see that, and then I will show you either in Discord, or yeah, I will show you in some way. So don't worry about that. I just have to find it again, and because I want to have my system clean, so I downloaded it and then I deleted it again, and yeah, so could be that I just have to find it again, but I think that should be no problem. So I really would like to click VNav here, but I'm a little bit worried that I cannot go back to the airspeed mode, and also I'm flying the, or I'm using the Thrustmaster joystick and thrust levers, and the problem is that the actual range from 0 to, let's say, 100% or let's say 80% is really really short, and it's really hard to use it manually. It's great for Airbus, but or at least for the fly-by-wire, but for other aircrafts it's well, quite hard. Quite hard to use. Yeah, and actually we are right now on our way. I can... No, I don't need terrain at the moment, but airport data. Oh, there's also ground layouts inserted. If I click on waypoint, is this waypoint? No. No. Okay, weather data. Okay. Position. Okay. Terrain is... Okay, on terrain I just have the rivers as well. But airport? Well, okay. I don't care. Fine for me. Although the range could be a little bit further, actually. And also I would like to have the numbers deleted there. Why do I have the numbers over there? I don't want them. Airports are building up here, so maybe it's just taking a bit. I don't know if it's a specific range or why they just spawning in a specific distance. I don't know. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's cold outside, but actually I don't think well, we can let the window heat on. Anti-ice is set to auto, so they will be started once they are necessary. We can actually turn off the logo on wing lights. We don't need them up here. And then I will have a look for the arrival, actually. Where is it? Okay, Chicago, here it is. So, Chicago, we have, oh, wind from 350 degrees, 12 knots, gusting up to 23 knots. And just a 3/4 static mile of visibility. RVR of runway 10 left is 4,000 to 5,000 feet. It's snowing. And vertical visibility 1,800, minus 8 degrees there. Whoa, that's interesting. That's gonna be interesting, but okay. So I think we will land on runway 10 left. Or let me have a look on the flight radar. Airports, no. Search, no. Where is it? Flight radar 24. I'm just having a look. Actually, what do you see? Nothing. Okay, let me switch here so you can see at least something. I'm just having a look on which runway they use for arrival. So this is the departure over here. Well, I cannot see any arrival here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's definitely not 10 left. It should be 10. Let me open the charts. So Chicago approach, or let me see the airport layout. It's actually 10 center for landing. No, what is it? Okay, we have the taxiways here. Let me check. It's not easy to see that. So we have here a taxiway, which is going up here. Then we have this taxiway down here, and then we have a runway. Okay, so this is runway 10 left. This is runway 10 center. Okay, yeah, was correct. Okay, 10 center for arrival. So I'm gonna set that in. Mach point 84 is okay, by the way. And okay, arrival. ILS 10 center, and our last waypoint today is Windy 2, or actually we are flying the Windy 2 into Chicago. So star Windy 2, Emma transition, I think. Yeah. So we are flying the Windy 2 Emma transition. There it is. And make it active. Check if there is no discontinuity. There it is. So it's after Emma. And according to the charts, after Emma, it's actually indeed a vector. To the next waypoint. So it's what is in there? L-Tour. Let me check. L-Tour, that's correct. Then it's VO. Okay, so the rest is the normal route. From Tubus on track, then on track. Then on track to Possum, then on track. Expect radar vectors to final approach course. Okay, actually I think yeah, I can delete the discontinuity here. No, it's different here. Boeing. It's not aircraft, Airbus. So doing it like this. Okay, there is another discontinuity after Possum. Let me check that, but I think that's correct because after Possum, yeah, after Possum, we are getting vectors to the final approach. So that's correct. And now let me have a look if I can see a top of descent point. Yeah, there it is. This teal or green colored D in there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's definitely a top of descent. So we're gonna use that as official top of descent. We don't need the airport information at the moment. And I don't want to have these numbers. There's nothing I can do. And why is the weather radar off again? Okay, so we reached the cruising altitude of flight level 400. We can of course now turn off the seatbelt signs. Mach point 84 is okay. It's great. And now we are just cruising along the route and doing our way to Chicago, where we have no ATC actually. Unfortunately, we had a center when I departed, but yeah, unfortunately, he left when we were taxiing to the departure runway. So what I want to do now is I check the fuel page as soon as I'm back in the aircraft on the FMC. I'm not used to the Boeing FMC, so I have to see where it is. Maybe on the renav. Econ cruise. Econ descend. Actually, why do we have a speed restriction of 240 below 10,000? We have 250. And we cannot even change that. Great. So then we enter this here. This is not working, this is not working. Okay. Engine output, we don't need that. Progress page. Okay, here we have the fuel. And position report is also not working. Okay, so here we have the fuel in Chicago. If I check that on the calculator, what does it say? 20. So 20,000 pounds are 10,000 kilograms. 9,000 kilograms actually. 9,000 kilograms, which will be our reserve fuel once we landed in Chicago. And that's okay, considering that we departed with 20,000 kilograms. So we just used a little more than half of the fuel, and that's actually quite good. I don't know yet how to change the setting here in the FMC to kilograms. Maybe I can change that here. Units, kilograms. Yeah, you can see here total fuel 39, and I change that now. It's kilograms 17.7. Wonderful. Progress page 8.8 tons. Yeah, wonderful. Changed it. Perfect. And I will just be away for a short period of time. I will start some music for you, and then I will be back shortly, and I think in about like 10 to 20 minutes. And of course, if there is something happening on IVAO, I'm as always reachable, because as you might know or not know, sandbagging is not allowed on IVAO, so I will definitely be reachable. So, hear you guys later. And I'm back in the cockpit. So let's see where we are. We can turn off the VORs, by the way, we don't need them. And the top of descent is somewhere over here. I still have the purple numbers here. I don't like that, but I can't get them away anymore. Yeah, but actually we still have some time in front of us. We will land in Chicago at 21:09 Zulu. So that's roughly in 1 hour. A little bit more than 1 hour, actually, but yeah. So the fuel left in Chicago is still 8.6 tons. So that's still a lot of fuel remaining. And what we can also do is we can check the single legs. I don't know why these numbers are here, but yeah. So we can see if the route makes sense. I mean, I saw it. Here's Emma, which is the start of our approach. And then we're passing the airport to the south. There's our top of descent shortly before Peyton. Then we get to Windy. And we're going south of the airport here to Possum. Then we have Vectors to the final. We turn around here, go on the ILS for runway 10 center. And just in case we need to go around, and we will climb runway heading until this point over here. Turn right to CGT VOR and hold. And actually, finally, we have some weather here. There's some rainy clouds over here. So let me say something about the aircraft itself. So as I just said, the model looks really nice, but we are used to that from Captain Sim, so that's nothing new. It's very detailed. What is a little minus point is that the APU is just painted on, so it's not modeled. But yeah, rest of the model looks really great. There is also a cabin integrated. We can see that actually here, the economy class. You can move through it with the drone camera, for example, and there is also a modeled. No, this is economy as well. Here is the premium class or business class. I don't know what it is. I think there are also liveries where you can change the interior according to the airline you fly. Like, you know, if you download the American Airlines livery, then you also have an American Airlines cabin. But this livery I have here doesn't have that. Yeah, so very nice views in here, and as I said, you can move through the cabin with the. I'm not sure if it's doable with the drone camera. Let me check. Yeah, you can, for example. Well, yeah. So here's the. Okay, it's not easy because the aircraft is moving, of course, and the drone is not. You can also do that from the cockpit view, but well, here's the galley. Here's the galley with just some juices. You have the outside door, and actually, let me reduce the drone speed a little bit. So you have the premium class over here. Oh dear, and there are passengers as well. I just noticed. You can see here the let me see if this is okay. It's not easy, but it's really detailed, really good quality. You can read that. I think there are some more magazines here, for example. Where are they? Here. Okay, no, this is the same, but here. Hey. Okay, aircraft, come up again. Okay, what happened? Where am I? I don't know where I am. I think even here's. What is that? Yeah. Okay, I'm in the cockpit. Yeah, Derek, you're right. Passengers are paper over here. I don't know what happened. What happened to the cabin I was just moving through. It just disappeared. Okay, let me do it differently. So, because I can do that from the. I think I should be able to do it from here as well. At least I cannot move. Okay, it's gonna be interesting because I have to move sideways, because if I use the forward arrow, it's not working. Actually, I think no, this is not clickable. Maybe this one. Okay, there is a finger, but it's not clickable. Cockpit door is clickable. Others are not. So I'm moving through the cabin again, sideways. And here you have the newspaper, and it's really detailed. You can actually read that. Yeah, Derek. Sometimes, yeah, it's sometimes it's premium, sometimes it's called business class, first class. So it's different to different airlines. But yeah, you're right. Premium, for example, Lufthansa is called economy, and they also have economy premium. Then they have business and first class. So it's different depending on the airline. So the magazines are very detailed, but as you can see here in the galley, it's not that detailed. It's really pixelish here. So at least the Cokes is detailed. Yeah, and then we have the whatever it is screen. I think it's about temperature and lights and so on, which can be used by the flight attendants. And then we have another newspaper here. Here's Captain Zim News, and actually I think it's even possible to read that article. So that's really nice done, Los Angeles Times over here. I think that's really nice. But yeah, I mean, if you're bored on a long haul flight or something, then you can do that. Forbes magazine, also here. So this is the economy class. They have no screens, so no entertainment. That's not clickable. Yeah, so they have no screens, and here you cannot see any screen either. Oh, and this should be premium economy then, I think, because this is definitely economy. Yeah, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 magazines to read for, what do we have, 297 passengers or something? Oh, actually, they have screens. Okay. So I don't know what this class here is without screens, while this class has screens. Yeah, I don't know that. Oh, here the screens are even on. Derek, yeah, it's the aircraft is from Captain Sim, and it's very detailed from the outside, very detailed. It's a really nice model, but from the inside and also the system is very, very bad. So you can see here it's very detailed. You see all, whoops, you see like the ailerons moving and everything. So it's really great done, but the interior, I mean, normally the aircraft in the Flight Simulator 2020, they don't have a cabin at all. So to even provide this kind of cabin is actually quite good, even if the quality is not as high as the outside model. But I think it's really good. It's like, yeah, like fun, you know, if you go through the cabin and check some stuff here, maybe read some newspapers or here on the milk. Whoops. So I think this is some, I don't know, Danish maybe, Norway, Finnish. No, Finnish. It's not Finnish. Coke. Apple juice. This is, I can't even read that. I don't know what it is. So the milk sounds more like Danish or Norwegish or Swedish or something like that. The apple juice, I absolutely have no idea. Oh. Well, okay, yeah, that's the cabin. As I said, normally the aircraft doesn't have any cabin at all, so this is really good for the aircraft. But, well, yeah, basically that's not all, you know. The system theft is really bad. They use the standard 747 flight dynamics. They use the standard 747 sounds. They even have the lower ACAM here with the if I click this button here, you can see it. They have 4 engines here. That's from the standard 747. So you have to install a lot of add-ons and mods to change this into like into this one that you just have 2 engines. So basically I changed the sound, I changed the lower ICAM, I changed the flight dynamics. There are updates on FlightSim, on flightsim.to, and yeah, you can use them very well to change that. And now the aircraft is flyable, so it doesn't behave as a 747 anymore. and yeah. But as I said, the outside model looks fantastic, absolutely fantastic. This afternoon I just made a quick video of a walk around of the aircraft. So I will see if I can upload it in the next days. And yeah. So we're getting closer. We're getting closer. We still have no ATC, unfortunately. And we are now, you cannot see it because of the clouds, but we are now over Lake Erie. So there are a lot of clouds actually. I have the clouds over here, I have clouds down here. That's really amazing. But yeah, so we are right now over Lake Erie. So we are in Canadian airspace actually. We are with Toronto, or we should be with Toronto, but of course there's no controller online. And yeah, we have around 40 minutes to go, roughly, or maybe 50 for the arrival into Chicago. I'm not quite sure if I will do the return flight as well. I might do that, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it, if I'm streaming it, or yeah, Derek, that's the problem. I have 11 subs, but you are the only one watching. I know that one of my subs is working at the moment, the other sub is flying himself, so they are busy. You are watching, so that's make it 3. And yeah, I don't know about the other ones. Actually, I'm happy that you are watching. I'm happy that you are watching, and I'm happy about everyone who's watching. And I just hope that the subscribers getting more, so that especially for such, like, I mean, it's not a long flight, but for longer flights, I also have some people here I can talk to, or answer any question or whatever it is, because on a long haul flight it can become quite boring actually, and so I'm happy about everyone who's watching, who's helping my channel grow. And yeah, so I'm very thankful to you, Derek, that you're watching. And also, of course, writing in the chat, because that is very important, of course. Have you ever tried to fly from Madrid, Barajas to London, Gatwick? No, actually, I didn't fly that route. I have add-on airports for Gatwick as well as for Madrid. But I have never flown from Gatwick to London or vice versa. I could do that in the future. Maybe because I have the fly-by-wire A320, so I could fly with, I don't know, EasyJet or British Airways. I could go with, I don't know, Spanair. I don't know if they fly the Neo, but well, I will find any aircraft to do that, because both airports are really great, really nice, and actually that's a good idea, Derek. That's a good idea. I will write that down as like that route suggestions. Gatwick to Madrid. So Gatwick to Madrid, because I know both airports. I have been to both airports on the flight sim, and both are great. Gatwick is freeware, and Madrid is payware. Both airports really nice. The approaches are very nice, and yeah, I might go with EasyJet, but because I have never flown EasyJet yet on the Airbus A320, I was going British Airways if I flew into London. What I also want to do is Dublin to Edinburgh, but for Dublin I still need a good scenery. I have not seen a good one yet. There is one payware, but I read some comments that this is not as good. So yeah, Dublin and Edinburgh are two airports, or two airports I want to go to. And yeah, of course I have to fly my business jet world tour. I might maybe continue it tomorrow in my lunch break, if I have enough time for that. Yeah, and then I will just see. So if anyone's watching this video after this live stream and you have some airports you want to see, where should fly to, then don't hesitate to write in the comments, and maybe in the future I will fly to the airport as well and make a video out of it, or a live stream maybe. So yeah, why not? And let me check where we are. Still a lot of miles to go until our top of descent. I think I don't have the top of descent in my FMC, have I? Cruising descent. Lex page. No. There is no top of descent, unfortunately. Yeah, Lukla Airport is a challenge, definitely. I have been to Lukla in the FS 2004. Also Zaba Airport I have been in the FS 2004. So that was roughly, I don't know, 10, yeah, some 10 years ago. Never been there again, because I have to say that this is like Zaba Airport would be okay, but Lukla is not the area of the world where I used to fly. And also you need to fly a small aircraft, and I'm more like of the big aircrafts. Who would have thought? Yeah, so Lukla was not on my list. And Saba Airport, well, there is a nice island hop from St. Martin, I think. Maybe one day, if I have a good aircraft for it, I might do this as well. Because I can remember Saba, I think it's the shortest runway in the world, I think. But it has kind of a cliff on every side of the runway. So you definitely have to get to a stop. So there's, if you are on an unstable approach, you have to go around, because if you land too late, the runway is definitely too short. Progress page tells us we still have 8.6 tons on board. That's great. And I want to turn off this zeros here. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, shortest commercial runway. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's what I heard, and I wasn't sure about it, but yeah, if you confirm it, it's the shortest commercial runway in the world. And it's a nice approach. The Caribbean is a very nice destination, always. But yeah, on the other hand, no matter where you want to fly from the Caribbean, it's always not like a short hop. No, Derek, we're not descending at the moment. We still have some miles to go for our top of descent. But we will descend shortly. I will now just check the charts and see if there is an altitude restriction at some point. But I cannot find anything. Nope, I cannot find anything on the charts. Let me check the approach chart. Maybe I can find something over there. Yeah. Approach chart, so ILS for runway 10 center. Here's the windy 2 again. So actually we could be on 6,000 feet. But I think this is way too low. I cannot really imagine that we should be that low. ILS for runway 10 center will start at 8,000 feet at Barry. Yeah, so it doesn't make any sense if we are on 6,000, but the approach chart is starting at 8,000, or even no, at 9,000 at Barry. 9,000 at Barry. So that doesn't make any sense. We could start to descend to 4,000 or even 2,300 feet platform altitude to start our approach at Ray. Yeah, Derek. As I said, I think it's way too low. So let me see if I have these waypoints in here on the ILS. Possum Vectors Ruda Ray. So here at Ray, yeah, it's in there 2,300. So we could actually, no, if we delete the vector, then that doesn't make sense. Yeah, but well, we trust our system. We trust our system that it tells us the top of descent is over here, and we will start our descent a little bit earlier. And actually, I think there is a way also to request weather information, but I don't really know how this is working. Maintenance, crossload, airline sensors, IRS monitor, no. Salty, tough source. Yeah, so there is a tough source, and so I checked IVAO. Meter source, I checked IVAO. Units, kilograms, ATIS source, IVAO. But I don't know how to request the information. Request. Weather. Chicago. Invalid entry, okay. Invalid entry, okay. Request meter. Well. Arcas uplink. So let me see if there's FMC, okay. Meter. Meter for KJFK and meter for Chicago. So we have currently wind of 350 with 16 knots. 1.5 statute miles. Light snow. Overcast at 2,500. So that means if we start the ILS on platform altitude 2,300, we will already be able to see the runway. -8 degrees, so we will need anti-ice. Because we're descending through clouds. Altimeter is 3023, okay. And 1.5 statute miles is not very much. And 350 with 16 knots is also very heavy. And actually, I'm wondering if there is if there is 350. I see. Maybe we can also land on the runway 04. Just have to check. Well, runway 04 is very short actually. Let me have a look where the where the aircraft's landing in real life at the moment. London to Chicago. So they are landing on a runway 10 left or 10 center. I think 10 center is okay for us, although there might be no traffic on IVAO here, so it should be possible to land on runway 10 left as well. Let me see if we have any traffic. Do we have any traffic? Chicago? Well, there is... No. No, no, no. We have no traffic, so we could land at runway 10 left. So why not do that? Arrival, ILS 10 left. And we'll just, to be sure, I re-click the star and the transition, and that's it. That's done. So we are approaching Emma right now. So the star is now starting. And let me see what the progress page says. Chord 8.6 tons, that's fine. VNAV, cruise altitude, flight level 400. So that's great because it will calculate the top of descent according to the cruise altitude. Econ speed says Mach 0.825 actually. So let us reduce that to 0.82. And I found a mistake actually, because it's saying the registration is November 723 Alpha November. So November 723 Alpha November, and it's saying November 720 Alpha November out here. And why can't I delete these zeros over here? Let's turn off everything. Traffic, terrain, everything. I don't want to have it. Well, okay. Whoops. That looks interesting. Oh, it's not working. See, it's not changing. Or maybe it's not updating. So let's wait here. We have Tikas. Another traffic 2,100 feet below us. Let me check that on the IVAO WebEye, because I cannot remember. Oh yeah, actually there is. It's a Delta A330-900 from Seattle to New York. So we know TCAS is working. Yeah, the weather looks really interesting, but actually that's not correct, what it's doing here. So this might be correct, but well, it should refresh itself, and I don't think it's doing that, because if I zoom out, see, it stays the same, so it's not working. I don't know why, but do I have to check that somewhere here? No. This is just set, TARA. Let me see. No. Here. TARA. Transponder TARA. Well, okay. I don't know. So, standby, transponder TARA. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why this is not working. But, hey. We will still survive. I hope. So, go back to the stars on my second screen. Look at that. Clouds, clouds, clouds. All the flight, just clouds. Unbelievable. I could also land on the other runway actually, because I'm coming from the north anyway. So I could land on the runways 9 I left as well, or 9 I right actually. But yeah, I planned for 10 now, and I'm fine with that. So actually, I think my top of descent looks a little bit long. I have now zoomed out to 320 nautical. Okay, it's not even that long. Let's see. Chicago. We have still 200 nautical miles to go to Chicago. So that's definitely enough. Okay, then we'll just wait and trust the system. Yeah, I also love the sky. Sometimes, I don't know on what it depends, but in New York, when I departed, the cloud quality, like you can see, maybe you can see it in the stream. You have the borders of the clouds are just pixels. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with that. Like if you have a look on them from the distance, it's fine. But if you're descending through or climbing through it, it's absolutely not as beautiful. And right now, this is amazing. And I hope that we will dive through the clouds. Yeah, I know that you can hear me typing. That's my keyboard. It's a little bit too loud, so yeah. I unfortunately I cannot type any more quiet. I could mute my microphone while typing. Could do that. So we now have 80 miles to go for the top of descent. You can see that here. All 2D game, yeah, that's right. Yeah, sometimes it looks really looks like that. I hope that they will update the clouds in the future update, because as I just said it at the beginning of the stream before you came, Derek. But I think that the clouds looked better before Sim Update 5, I think it was. I don't have the flight simulator that long, so I don't know it myself, but that's what I heard. And I just hope that they will change it within the next updates. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe Rex will release another cloud layer as they did in the past. So they changed the clouds, but I don't know if they can do that, if it's working, or if it's allowed even for them to do that. I don't know. Still 180 nautical miles to go. Weather radar is doing the same. Well, of course. Okay, but at least I know that the clouds in front of me are yellowish. So I definitely need anti-ice, and I should turn on the seatbelt signs, definitely. There are even like some little red dots in the air. But still, I think it's... close the menu. I don't like that it's not moving. I really was surprised that the weather radar is working that well, but I just noticed it's not working. It's not refreshing, that's the problem. So if I refresh it now, I can see it's here down on river, short of river. And if I leave it like that and don't move it anymore, then I think that like when river will be here, the clouds will still be there. Yeah, mostly orange, but there are some reddish things in there. Also here in yeah, I don't want to zoom up, but here is something red as well. But yeah, we can see it already now. River moved and the clouds didn't. So if I refresh it, let's check if this layer here is somewhere here. It's not. So the clouds are moving the same distance and the same speed as I am. So we are now 166 nautical miles away from Chicago. Let me just calculate my top of descent myself. So I just calculated the top of descent myself with the 3 degrees glide path, and we still have a lot of time to go. So if we start our descent at top of descent, that's okay. That's okay to descend with a 3 degrees glide path. It looked like a galaxy. Yeah, actually a bit, yeah. Let me refresh it. Let's see how it will look like. It's funny because it looks different all the time. See, I'm still I'm so far away from the clouds. So maybe this is just a standard weather radar. Okay. Okay. So here's nothing happening. So the weather radar, yeah, just uses... Okay, it's just having a specific distance. So on 80 miles I have it like here. On 40 miles I have it up here. 20 miles. Okay, nothing in. Okay. And what about this one? If I zoom up onto 40. Okay, this is still in. So at least the picture itself is the same. But yeah, it's still strange that, well, I don't know what's going on there. $150 nautical miles to go. And actually, we will start our descent at the latest point, 111 nautical miles before Chicago. I don't know if this destination here is calculated by the last waypoint in the legs page, which would be Possum here, and then if the calculation ignores this discontinuity, or if he just calculates the distance from me right now to the airport directly and use this. I'm not sure about it. I could calculate it, but actually I don't want to do that. Well, okay. Oops, that was takeoff. We want to go to approach. We will land full speed land, full flat landing. Actually, we can land with 113 knots. That's so slow for 777. So slow. 140 nautical miles. Yeah, the sound of the engines is. But I like it actually, because in the standard version they use the standard 747 sound, and I mean, of course they look, they sound great, but I mean it's 747 and not 777. So I actually like that sound a lot more, just because it's more real. So, and we are close to the top of descent, so I will turn in our new altitude, which is gonna be 3,000 feet. Well, let's make it 4. Make it 4, and start the descent. We have 135, yeah, that's okay. And Mach point 82. $130 knots. A 777 is heavier than a small plane. It needs more speed. Yeah, I thought so as well. And but the FMC is telling me 113 knots. I don't understand. Don't ask me. I don't know what is the in-flight button? Okay, position report. I don't know how it calculates. Absolutely have no idea. I will request another meter. Whoops. Come on. Why can I not? Hello? Next meter, chord 360 at 17, 8 statute miles. Okay, now we have way more visibility, but it's still snowing. Broken only at 1900 feet, minus 7 degrees, so it's getting warmer, and landing QNH is 3024. Let me see if I can enter this here. No. 30 degrees. Actually, I don't think it's calculating randomly, because normally it's working quite good, and it's at least it looks and feels real. Let me check if there is a actually, can I? No, I cannot start it. No. Sometimes they have a small plate in Boeing with the landing speeds, but I can't see this plate here. Can I read that? No. We have no. Where is this? There it is. Oh, it's just a chart. Okay, into JFK. Okay, I didn't want to do that. Okay. No, they have no plate here. So actually I will now Google it. Because I thought it's like 130 knots as well. Around that at least. Well, what is the speed of a 777 landing? For the Boeing 777-200 long range, it's 138 knots. But that's like not an official answer. Skybrary, so let's check this. I mean, of course, the landing speed varies depending on the weight. But V approach is 149 knots. I found that on Skybrary for Boeing 777-300. But of course that depends on the weight. Because I think 150 knots is a little bit too fast. I will check some more pages. I have another page here. Wingspan, cabin fuselage, typical cruise speed. Surface ceiling, engines, engine thrust. No. No information about landing speeds. Actually, you know what I do? I go to YouTube and have a look on Boeing 777-300 landing. And then I'm gonna have a crosswind landing. And let me see if I can see this screen. Okay, they have set 153 in the autopilot. And that should be it, I think. 153. But I don't know if they are empty or not. Let me update the weather radar. Oh yeah, and we're just shaking. So seatbelt signs, nav and logo lights. And we are in the cloud. We will change that back. Reduce speed 300 knots. And have a look on the next video. No, I cannot see it here. Or can I? No. It's interesting, actually. I don't know why it's calculated with 113 knots. That's really weird. Landing cockpit. Sorry that you can hear me typing again. Yeah, I have the just planes here, but they zoomed out, so I cannot see the speed. It's like I don't know, 140 something. Yeah, so I will set the speed to 130 as well. Because I feel that it's 113 is definitely no real approach speed for 777. No, now it's too late, Derek. I will now mute myself if I don't forget it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's so amazing. I so love that flight simulator. I can't say it often enough. I'm sorry. There you can see the ground. And there you can see these really strange clouds over here. Here as well. Look like little artifacts. And it's shaky, it's shaky. So maybe this problem with the landing speed, it even is reduced now to 112 knots, and I don't think I can land with 110 knots. Maybe it was because I changed from pounds to kilograms mid-flight. That might be a problem, but yeah, I don't know. Perf in it looks right. Zero fuel weight of 167. That's okay. Fuel 10.2. That's okay. Although that's not correct. I have 9.7. Can I update it? No, not anymore. Okay, it doesn't make sense because I'm in the air, but well, strange. I don't know what's going on there, but well, I just use my landing speed and that's it. Overspeed. Why do I have overspeed? Why do I have... Oh. Speed breaks down. Well, that shouldn't happen actually. That's quite funny. Yeah, that's sometimes a problem of the Captain Sim aircraft with all the mods on it, I think. Because, you know, I'm descending with 1,300 feet. The thrust is not reducing, even though I'm ahead of my set altitude, set speed. So nothing's happening here. Okay. That's really strange. I have to watch it now. Nothing's happening. Okay. Actually, I don't want to fly with manual speed. But I need to descend further, because otherwise we won't make it. Derek, no, we were descending with 1,700 feet before. And now we are in the middle of the clouds and we're descending with 2,000 feet per minute. I should maybe increase a little bit, 2,200 maybe. But I need to stop the climb at flight level 100 then to reduce the speed to 250 knots. And I can set that in the autopilot. Yeah, I'm on thrust idle right now. And still it's not really coming down, even with, like, I mean, okay, 2,200 is not less, but it's definitely higher. No, it's definitely high, but it's not that high that he shouldn't reduce the thrust. So autopilot, speed brakes. Let me see what happens if I turn on the autopilot again, auto thrust again. Nope, I don't want to arm it yet. Okay, now it's working at least. Okay, let's put that on before I forget it. I have the window heat still on. Anti-ice is on auto. I can... Oops. I can also switch that... No, come on. To on. Just to be sure. And I will reduce the speed to 240, so we have somewhat 10 knots space. Speed brakes. I'm very close to the final turn, so I reduce the speed even further to 10 knots. And let's check what it says for the approach. 112. Yeah, sometimes the aircraft doesn't stop the descent at 10,000 or on the set altitude. I don't know why, but it doesn't do it. So let's see, or we are below 250, so I can reduce it even further. 4,000. It looks great. Except the border of the clouds, but it looks great. And I will now set up the speed brake. No. I don't want to arm it, but I don't want extended. And after Possum we will return to heading mode. 270. I will set that in already. Will take some time to, and actually I can turn this to auto. 270. Speed is increasing again. I don't know why. Come on, 270 and select 270. And at Carl I want to have 4000. So I don't know, thrust is idle, it's still increasing the speed. So I'm not sure if this is like real. It doesn't appear to be real actually. And I will now start the right turn. And I can take this one actually first and type in LNAV. So speed brake extended. Still going down with 1,500 feet and it's still not really working. I don't understand that. Is there anything? No weather here? No. Okay. So at least we have the visibility here. So we can set flaps 1. And even with the speed brakes extended, it doesn't say that the speed brakes are extended. Why does it? Okay, I have them now completely extended. Still not telling me speed brakes extended. See, and this is the point I just mentioned. I set 4000, I set hold, I mean I have the versus mode on. I have it on hold. And it's just descending through it. I don't know what's going on there. Flaps 5. And now it's reacting again, speed brake extended. So I can now turn that up again. Like this. And I will turn on the localizer. Speed seems to be working again. Flaps 10. Oh, 15 actually. 10 is not... This aircraft doesn't have flap setting 10. And we're below the clouds. So we can turn the anti-ice back now to auto. So we are approaching 4,000. Let's see if the aircraft holds or not at 4,000. I will turn on the runway turn-off lights on the left side already, because we will vacate left. So we're passing 4,000 and nothing's happening here. I don't understand that. And it's... The strange thing is it's changing to versus mode, but it's not holding. A plane flies above me? You mean that beep tone? That's the tone that the aircraft is approaching the set altitude. See, if I turn it to 3000 and the aircraft is not descending, I need to descend manually, I think. Oh dear. So it should beep at 4000 because I set in 3000 here. Still on LNAV. Localizer not yet captured. This is still the LNAV, I think. See, that was the tone again. And we're approaching now 3000 feet. I will turn on the approach mode. Click on the second autopilot. I don't know if this helps or not. And we are on the approach. I just hope that... Well, there is no ILS frequency set. Maybe that's a problem. ILS 1111. 111. 111. Okay, now it does have the ILS. Okay, I didn't know I have to set it manually. Okay, but localizer and glide slope now captured. Radio altimeter is alive. Go around altitude, we have a Cat 2 possible, so but we're doing a Cat 1 landing, so 200 on the barrow is okay. The hold mode is off as we are descending with the glide, and reducing speed now 150, 2000 gear down. The runway is inside. Flaps 20. Flaps 25. And flaps 30. I love this wing flex here. Oh, now we have crosswind. We're passing the outer marker. Oops. Oh, I don't want to zoom. I just want to decrease the speed. Oh, come on. Let's make it 134. That's okay. Flaps are full. Speed brakes armed. Auto brake 2. And we will try a manual landing at 500. So I will turn off the autopilot at 500 and try to land that manually. That's amazing. I thought that the airport is more in the city, but actually it looks like it's more countryside here. And now it starts to rain again. Just had a few raindrops on the 4,000 feet altitude, but yeah. And now this is refreshing, I think. At least it looks different. 500. So autopilot disengaged. Let's see, this is the second manual landing I do with this aircraft. coming in a little bit high. And on the ground, reverse green. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're drifting off, we're drifting off. Whoa, that was close. That was really close. Had a big gust here. That was gonna close. So auto brakes off. Manual braking. And I will turn off. Could not I have turned off? Oops. Could I have turned? No. This is not. No turn off here. No turn off there as well. Eight of 10. Wow, thank you. Yeah, as I said, it was the second landing with this aircraft, so I'm really happy how it worked out in the end. Speed brakes can be up again. Runway turn off lights off. Taxi lights on. Strobe off. APU start. Oh dear. And let's see, the American is over there. The other American. I think it's the other American. I'm not sure. And I'm now taxiing to the gate. I actually don't know on which gate American parks, so I just go to the main apron here. Just straight ahead to the main apron. Well, it's a bit snowy here, isn't it? So left side, right side, I'm on the right, so I'm going on the right. Okay, frame rate drops a little bit. Making my way to this one over here. Oh, it's really not easy to park that big bird. I'm coming in a little bit off. I think that wasn't a heavy gate. Don't blend the people in the gate. There is no parking and docking guidance. Oh. Okay, so this gate is blocked. Okay, that's definitely not a heavy gate here. I should have gone over here maybe. No, these are small gates as well. Is there a heavy gate over here? I don't know. Well, we're in right now, and that's okay. So parking brake is set. APU should be running by now. It is. External power is already available. That's strange. How can they connect the external power when the engines are still running? And that's it. That's it. Welcome to Chicago, I'd say. We can connect the external power. Turn off the window heat. Turn off left and right hydraulics and also the fuel pumps. And turn off the strobe lights. No, they are off already. Beacon lights, seatbelt signs turned off. And let's say if the let's see if the bridge is coming or not. It is. It is coming. So the bridge is coming as well. It's connected. So we can deboard. thank you, Derek. Thank you very much for watching all the time and keeping me entertained. I hope I did the same to you. I don't think I'm gonna stream the flight back now, because I'm not sure if I really fly back. Let's see, I am connected now for 2.5 hours, so that's gonna be a little bit too long. But yeah, I will do the flight back tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it or not. And yeah, I'm really thankful to you, Derek, that you joined me today and watched me flying. That was really nice, and I really hope to see you again next time as well. I hope that that I'm gonna be able to stream soon again. As I said, maybe I'm gonna stream tomorrow during my lunch break, which will be around let's say 11 Zulu. Yeah, I noticed that you never left the stream, Derek. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much that you joined here and stayed as well. And I hope to see you tomorrow again. As I said, 11 Zulu, maybe for the next business jet tour. And I'm not sure, I don't think I have time in the evening, but I will also now start to have a look into the YouTube settings, because you can also plan a stream, so people get advised when the next stream is starting. And I'm trying to figure out how this is working, if I can connect it with my streaming software, and then maybe you get advised a little bit earlier, so you can plan yourself some free time to join me, or to just say hi, or follow the whole flight, however you prefer. And yeah, thank you very much. Our flight is completed, and hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for the next flight, for the next destinations or something, write it into the comments. If you haven't done so, then give me a thumbs up and a subscription. Thank you, Derek, because you did it already, I think. At least a subscription you did, definitely. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.